Welcome and welcome to the Arsenal Present. How we doing this beautiful Tuesday morning? Before we go into the nitty-gritty, please do me that kind favor by striking a like on the video. Very, very important. Subscribe yet, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very important too. Let me repeat myself slowly and one more time for those at the back who didn't hear me the first time. Like the video, subscribe, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. So where do we start? Let's start from Gabriel Jesus. There are rumors yesterday, and are still not very, very faint rumors about Jesus' potential exit from Arsenal to Saudi. I look at those rumors and they are very laughable and farcical to me. Now you're telling me Jesus, who took a hiatus from the national team from the Copa America that just concluded, that was won by Argentina, to improve his fitness and get ready for the new season, is considering going to Saudi. You're telling me Jesus did all that just for him to move on to Saudi? I'm not saying the Saudi league is not an interesting league. I'm not trying to demean the Saudi league, but come on, let common sense come to play right here. There is no way Jesus took a hiatus from the national team to improve on his fitness. We all know rather, he had a poor season last season, majorly due to injuries, inconsistency. He couldn't stay fit enough to have a prolonged run in the team. So I understand that. Now, I decided to take a break from national team to improve his fitness so that he can come back to us and give us what we deserve. If he can get at least 80% of the Jesus we got the first season when he bought from Manchester City, will have a better performance from Jesus, better goal record, and can stay fit. Jesus is that striker that is almost an enigma. His quality and his type of striker is rare in the market. We can complain about the fact that he doesn't score enough, but what he contributes to the team, the facilitation, the playmaking, they bring other people to play, getting rid of players by dribbling. This guy is still an exceptional player, regardless of the fact that when it comes to bearing his chances, he's still a little bit very, very rough on that. And I agree. It could be better in terms of bearing his chances, but the other facets of his game are just excellent and excellent. So I do not believe the rumors. Now, rumors are there. Maybe the Saudis are trying, but I'm not convinced Jesus will abandon his Arsenal aspirations and projects to go to Saudi, especially when he's trying to improve his fitness and give back to the club who kept faith in him. So I do not believe it. I understand a lot of Arsenal fans are frustrated, and we have the right to be frustrated, right? That for the last 2 years, injuries here and there, he hasn't been consistent enough. Even though some of you are calling for a new striker, where are the strikers that are quality, that can take us to the next level, that are available for us to purchase? There are not many. So let's stop this thing. I understand the frustrations about Jesus, his injuries. Hopefully, this coming season, it can be better. There is no proof or evidence to that. We can only hope. We can only hope for now. And I'm not ready to give up on Jesus. And some other fans, like people like me too, when that's not fan base, who are not ready to give up on Jesus, not just now. I understand those who have given up on him based on the last 2 years, and I get their frustrations. I understand them, but it looks like the club is not ready to give up on Jesus, and I'm supporting that. He's still a quality player. He's still a top striker, a marquee player that can change the game by himself. He's a game changer. Whether you want to admit it or not, objectively, Jesus is a game changer on his day. He's that player that is unplayable on his day. He can create things from nothing. So I understand the injury concerns, but let's hope him taking this break, this hiatus from national team, to have a full season break after a long early season, to actually recover properly, can help him come back sharp and better and stay fit for the upcoming campaign for 2024-2025 Premier League season and Champions League, FA Cup, and the League Cup. So the Saudi rumors, I don't really believe them. We haven't started rumors about Partey for the last 2 years, and Partey is still at Arsenal. So when it comes to Jesus, I don't think Jesus is done in Europe. I don't think he has to rush to Saudi. The Saudi move can come later in his career. So there is no need for Arsenal fans who love Jesus to be here to panic. I don't think Jesus is going to leave. I think he's going to remain with us, and it's going to be a key component of our campaign this forthcoming season. So let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section why you disagree, why you think we should sell Jesus. Because I've been seeing commentaries, on other posts, another platform saying selling for 65 million and go and invest. Invest and buy what? You cannot get a quality of Jesus for 65 million. You can't. How much is Osimhen? Osimhen is not as good as Jesus. How much is Osimhen? Gutierrez is not as good as Jesus, my personal opinion. Scoring, being the highest scorer in Portugal is not the same thing as reenacting that same form in England. So do not trick yourself. Do not get very excited. So if you sell Jesus to Saudi for 65 something million, you cannot get same quality with that amount of money. So better think. Make sure you do your calculations of materials right, or else you will look like a distance fool making such deals. So let's see what the future brings. I still think he'll be here. I'm 90 to 95% sure Jesus will be part of this campaign. The Saudi list can be there, just like the Saudi list to Gabriel last season. We kept him to Party and we kept him. I still think those players will still be here come the new season. So like the video one more time, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Very, very important. Now to Eddie Nketiah, we are hearing the rumors. The rumors have been constant for the last few days, maybe weeks, that Marseille want Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah for me is a very good player, very solid player. Unfortunately, he's not going to make it at Arsenal. The levels at Arsenal are higher. It's not making a bad player. There are levels to this thing sometimes. You might not match up at a level at a certain place, but you go to other places and you become very explosive. And I think going to France, going to the French league, Nketiah will thrive. He's not going to be facing low blocks every week, giant defenders every week. I think Nketiah going to Marseille will thrive. According to L'Equipe, Marseille are offering a loan with an obligation to buy, and Arsenal is discussing the terms. Both clubs are yet to come to an agreement, but according to certain reports, Marseille and Eddie Nketiah have come to an agreement on personal terms. So once personal terms are agreed, it's easier for both clubs to negotiate and come into a resolution and have compromise here and there to make the move good. For both the club and for Eddie Nketiah, it's time for them to part ways amicably, meaning Arsenal. I think at Arsenal's career, he has done his bit. He's not just good enough for the level and the trajectory we're headed for. Unfortunately, good player on his day. Scored a few goals, scored a hat-trick last season, but that's not just good enough. His all-round play is not elite enough to keep us at the trajectory, at the form for us to compete aggressively for the Premier League against Man City, to compete aggressively in Champions League. Eddie at Arsenal cannot just do it, and it's time for him to move on. And I'm wishing him all the best. The deal's not yet done. It was part of the team that traveled to LA. It's in the Arsenal camp for the preseason, but we know whether you travel for the preseason or not, deals can be done and players can fly from wherever they want to fly to do their medicals and actually sign their contract for their new club. So even though it's with the Arsenal team right now in LA, once agreement is reached, Eddie can move to Marseille and go and do his medical, pass his medical, hopefully, and can become the latest Marseille player. It looks like Marseille has some money. They signed Greenwood. They've signed some players. They signed Højbjerg from Premier League. It's like they're signing players from Premier League who are also on the periphery of not hitting the height, but they can go to France and go there and hit the height. So I'm hoping Eddie's move to Marseille can become reality. We can't continue to keep players who will just be bench warmers at best. Maybe bench warmers is a strong word. Will just be French players at best. Eddie is not the player that can take us to the next level. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean he can't take Marseille to the next level. The pressure on Marseille and Arsenal are different. The size of the club, right? I'm not talking about history. The size of the club right now of Arsenal and Marseille are different. So going to Marseille will be a fantastic move for Eddie's footballing career. And let's see what he can do there. So Eddie, hopefully both Arsenal and Marseille can come to an agreement soonest so that everything can be resolved. So what do you guys think about it? I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans are going to be rejoicing about this because majority of Arsenal fans have given Eddie the last 2 years a chance to see what he can do. Unfortunately, he can't hit those heights. Not at Arsenal. Not at Arsenal. At Marseille, at any other club, I think he might. But at Arsenal, where the pressure is high, where the standard is very high, when the requirement is very high, Eddie is not just meeting up with the expectations at Arsenal, and it's time for us to part ways amicably one more time with Eddie. Let me know what you think about this potential move from Eddie for Eddie from Arsenal to Marseille. Do you think it's a great move for both club and player, or do you think it's a bad move for Eddie? Let me know what you think about this move in the comment section. So that'll be all for now, guys. Don't forget one more time, like the video, very important. Subscribe, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. It's very, very important. One more time, like the video, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. So we've spoken about Jesus to Saudi, which I think is not going to happen because it's still part of and parcel of the Nketiah's plans. And we spoke about Eddie Nketiah potential move to Marseille, which looks a bit closer. It's not yet imminent, but it's looking closer and closer. So, guys, that'll be all for now on Arsenal Present. Like the video one more time, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.